Hello and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Go. And as you can see, I am wearing a poncho because it just started raining. So I'm actually in Lake Worth right now, heading to downtown Lake Worth, and I have the poncho with me because it's officially rainy season and this happens all the time. Thankfully, camera is waterproof. My phone is not, but it is underneath the poncho. So basically today we're just going out trying to see if there's any new Pokemon nests around. I did just catch a 2000 CP Heracross that put me at a silver medal for fighting type Pokemon, and so currently just kind of on my way downtown now and trying to basically just grind out the last few Pokemon that I need, and we are getting close to some other Pokemon and walking off Marie. I did hatch like four eggs, nothing special, and so yeah, now at this point it's just a matter of staying dry as much as possible. So we are pretty much in downtown Lake Worth at this point, and it's stopped raining for now, but chances are it's gonna rain again. The thunder is like coming in like right behind me. Of course not at the second, because that'd be too much of a coincidence. But we are trying to stock up on as many Great Balls and Ultra Balls as possible, because yesterday Niantic did tweet out the newest big thing, and I'll get back to you when it's not so noisy with cars. Alright, so we do have a 2K egg opening. Again, the only thing we want from this is Togepi. Other than that, and it's a Krabby. So that is another thing actually, a smaller update, or rather something that was discovered by the Silph Road, was actually that the Pokemon in some of the eggs, some of the more common ones have actually been removed, such as Tentacool. So that's pretty cool, but other than that, nothing else. So I'll update you on the progress. So we are now kind of just outside Bryant's Park, where typically there are nests at Bryant's Park. Typically, I don't know what it is yet, and it's so far just on the sightings, just a medley of different Pokemon. But so the cool things that have happened are, one, that the eggs have kind of been switched up, or not switched up, but a few Pokemon such as Tentacool and other kind of like troll-ish Pokemon have been removed from eggs, which is cool. It was very appreciated when they did it with Pidgey and Rattata, and personally I'm glad not getting Tentacools all the time anymore. And so right now, looking, and so far there's Spinarak, which but the cool thing is that Niantic has tweeted out that there's going to be several things happening over the course of the summer. The big thing, of course, is Pokemon Go Fest, which is going to be in Chicago in July, I believe the 22nd, and let's see, more Spinarak, possible Spinarak nest, which is never really that cool, but so in July there will be the Pokemon Go Fest in Chicago. I'm heavily considering that actually, and beyond that they're also doing things in Europe and in Japan, with different random European and Japanese companies. I believe Japan is doing something like a Pikachu Fest or something like that. Ooh, a Totodile, just a single Totodile, but always very appreciated. And then speaking of Totodile, that reminds me of its partner in crime from the Johto starters, Cyndaquil. So Cyndaquil, of course, is the fire type Pokemon, and one of the things that Niantic tweeted out also was that there will be a fire and ice festival going on just before the solstice. So it's going to be the week of like June 13th, I believe, and it'll last a week right up to the solstice. And during that time, all Pokemon that are fire or ice attributes will be more common. So very much like the Adventure Week and the Water Festival. Ooh, Sandshrew. So very much like those two events, it's going to be fire and ice Pokemon everywhere. And so that's good for me because we still need Swinub to Piloswine. We also still need Cyndaquil, the whole line, and Houndour to Houndoom. So that's going to be Dark Fire. So that's going to be very cool. It'll also work towards the metals for Fire and Ice, which is another cool thing that I'm kind of starting to do now. And of course, I'm still looking for Magikarp. Maybe it'll be this shiny. No, it's just a regular Magikarp. So that'd be another thing where going to be out a lot during that time, looking for Fire and Ice type Pokemon to complete the Pokedex. And then it also said there's going to be increases in the amount of experience for different Pokemon throws, etc. I don't have it up right now, but there was also some other things that look kind of interesting for the event. And then beyond that, of course, they're also going to be doing a total revamp of gyms. They're going to be kicking out other things. And there was a Silph Road report a while ago that they were going to do this. So once again, Silph Road, very reliable in the information that they give out. And here we go. 2 Pokeballs, 2 Ultra Balls, a Great Ball, and a Raspberry. So that's very cool. So yeah, they're going to be totally revamping the gym. Hopefully, they're also, I think it said somewhere in there where it's going to be like multiple players. And in the data mine, there was something called Raid and different items for raids and raid events. So I'm not sure if that's the Pokemon Go Fest that they're talking about there, or if it's going to be gyms. Will we see player versus player and trading? Will that be part of this new thing to do at gyms? Like, are you going to have to meet at a gym to be able to trade and battle other players? And that would actually be kind of cool. Not so much if you're in the rural area, but definitely when you're in the city, to be able to actually just player v player, someone else, trade, etc. I think that's going to be a very cool possible update. And then beyond that, now I am just trying to look for more new Pokemon. Looks like Goldeen are very popular around here, Spinarak very popular, a couple of Corsolas, but yeah, tons of Goldeen. So nothing really great, unfortunately, but I am walking off a 10k egg and 4 5k eggs right now. I forgot to incubate a 2k egg, so I'll do that as well. And yeah, I'll catch up with you on the progress as I can. Alright, so we're just going to go through a little squat update here. So you do see here where we have Dragonite, Rhydon, and Gyarados coming out in the lead, and then Vaporeon. My good Golem, which I've been powering up, Flareon, my Espeon, another Flareon, Golem, Executor, Jolteon, and then another Vaporeon. So one of the cool things with this new gym update is that it's going to allow you to, I think it's going to severely reduce, if not just have like one of each Pokemon in the gym. So that means that now you're going to want Golems and Executors, and if you go down, you're going to want like Pincers, your Charizard, Feraligatr, things like that are going to start becoming more relevant again. And then just as we go through, I'm also going to go ahead and show up the progress on Mareep. We're at 22 candies so far, so still another 122 candies. That's going to be ridiculous. Hopefully the 10k egg is a Mareep and it has just a ton of candy. I got real lucky with a 10k egg the other day. Hatched a Larvitar. So that was very cool. Oh, thank you. My storage is almost full. Thank you. Oh, geez, no. What's going on? No, stop. I want Pokemon. Alright, so basically it's just going to take forever unless we get real lucky with 10k eggs, get some in the wild, etc. Maybe an electric event at some point. That'd be pretty cool. And then just going through like medals and whatnot, we're starting to get, you know, kind of close to the gold medal for Jogger. So that's actually interesting. Didn't realize I'd walked that much. Actually, I think I walked more than that. But so I'm a little disappointed. And then yeah, so you look through silver and bronze medals, a lot of Pokemon that you really don't find. I have a fire. I already have gold and fire. I thought I had silver. Alright, so basically just looking to get ice type Pokemon and the fire Pokemon that I still need to evolve and whatnot. And the cool thing as I get to this Pokestop is that the other day was my 7-day streak and we got the item that we've been waiting for. We now do have 2 King's Rocks. So if I go over to my items, go all the way down. So now we do have 2 King's Rocks, which means we can get Politoed and Slowking, as well as also doing a couple other evolutions. I might throw Pupitar in there, probably not. Definitely going to do Phanpy. Blissey is another one that I can do. So a few Pokemon that very cool that I've been kind of looking forward to. I'll also do some ones just to get better versions of kind of Pokemon that you kind of like forgot about back in the day, like Machamp, stuff like that, that are kind of cool and somewhat gym worthy, but now there's actually a reason to power them up, so that's very cool. So I'll be doing that, and yeah, that's basically it. I'll update you on the progress on the 10k egg once that hatches, which should be in like another 1.5 kilometers. Alright, so we are going to start kind of heading down, wrapping up the episode here with a 2k egg, and hopefully timed it out correctly. A 10k egg should be right after this. Ekans, not impressive at all, but here's a 10k egg, and you know what we want? We want Larvitar or Mareep. That's it. Larvitar or Mareep. We are now back in Wellington, actually. Just chased down a Houndour for both me and my grandma. Just getting here a couple Pokestops and whatnot. But basically, yeah, that is it for the episode after that very disappointing 10k egg. Basically, Gligar is the new Pinsir of 10k eggs. So we are still just kind of on the lookout for new Pokemon, etc. But very much looking forward to the Solstice event with Fire and Ice Pokemon. That's going to be coming up next week. And then hopefully Chicago is going to be a thing. Don't know yet. Definitely going to start saving up money for that. And yeah, if you did like the episode, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon.